for the 2018 Dixie Youth Majors World Series. In game number 8, the Texas champions will be our visiting team, and their opponents, Lumberton, the host team, will be the home team. We will now introduce the two teams and ask that all players from both teams go to their normal defensive positions on the playing field as their names are called. The coaches from both teams will then line up at home plate as their names are called. First, for our visiting team from Texas. Number 11, Lance Wilburn. Number 9, Gonzalez. Number 7, Connor Gibson. Number 4, Jackson Parker. Number 10, Dallas Whiteside. Number 0, Colby Blount. Number 18, Zane Finnegan. Number 2, Caden Dixon. Number 3, Peyton Benefit. Number 5, Braylon Moore. Number 6, Trent Jefferson. Number 8, Bryson Dowling. Coaches, Stephen Hennigan, Wendy Wilburn, and Shane Whiteside. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas. Now for our home team, Lumberton. Number 7, Austin Thorndike. Number 4, Tayshawn Scott. Number 1, Chandler Maynard. Number 27, Hayden Rebel. Number 3, Trayvon Moore. Number 14, Carson Phillips. Number 99, Sean Henderson. Number 24, Hayden Campbell. Number 6, Jamar Richardson. Number 12, Daniel McLean. Number 10, Landon Clark. Number 5, Ramon Sandoval. Coaches, Butch Campbell, Jamie Maynard, and Eric Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, Lumberton. At this time, would you please stand and remain standing for our invocation and our national anthem?
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We have AAA, Majors, and Ozone coverage from Lumberton, North Carolina. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll handle the play-by-play of our game today here in the Majors division, an elimination game between Texas and Lumberton, the host team from North Carolina. Lance Wilburn will lead things off here in the top of the first inning. Just about ready to get things going. And leading things off will be Lance Wilburn for Center Texas. Their manager, Shane Whiteside, Steve Hennigan, and Wendy Wilburn. The first pitch of the game from Caden Rebels is in there for strike one, and we are underway. Well, folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes, send them via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450, 352 area code 258-8450. That's the number if you want to send a shout-out. Send it via text message. This one hit on the ground over to second base. The throw to first will be in time. And there's your first out of the inning. Let me run through. I know we had some technical issues as we were signing on here. I'm going to run through the starting lineups. I'll set the defense for Lumberton as well. For Center Texas, their manager, Shane Whiteside. Coaches Steve Hennigan and Wendy Wilburn. Now batting is the shortstop, number 9, Danny Gonzalez. And the first pitch to the backstop for ball 1. 1 out on the ground out to second by pitcher number 11, Lance Wilbur. Batting third will be the third baseman, number 7, Connor Henson. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 4, Jackson Parker. Batting fifth at second base, number 10, Dallas Whiteside. Batting sixth in right field, 00, Colby Lout. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 18, Zane Hittigan. Batting eighth in center field, number 2, Caden Dixon. Batting ninth, number 3, Trayton Benefit. Batting 10th in left field, number 5, DeBraylon Moore. Batting 11th, number 8, Trent Jefferson. And batting 12th, number 6, Bryson Dowling. The count 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count now 2-1 on Danny Gonzalez. Defensively for Lumberton, again, Caden Rebels on the mound. He's a right-hander. Trayvon Moore behind the plate catching. That one misses for a ball, and the count now 3-1. Around the horn in the infield left to right, Tata Stocks at third base, Chandler Maynard at short, Austin Thorndike at second, and Sean Henderson is at first. So a swing and a miss by Gonzalez. And a one-out single for Gonzalez. That will send up Connor Henson. First pitch misses for ball 1. Next pitch, it's up high ball. And Henson ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Let's take a look at the Majors division. Again, this is an elimination game. Well, again, our sincere apologies as we are having technical issues here. I'm not sure if it's an internet issue, although that's the warning that I received. Let me catch you up on what is. Well, folks, our sincere apologies as we have had some technical difficulties. I'll do my best to get you caught up where we're at, and we're hoping that our issues have been resolved. I'm not sure if it was an internet issue, if it was a computer issue. I was troubleshooting best we could to try to get on air for you folks and bring you at least the rest of this game. Our sincere apologies. Again, let me recap where we're at. It's Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team, against Center, Texas, in an elimination game here in the Majors division. And we are currently in the bottom of the third inning. Caden Rebels is at the plate with a runner at first and nobody out. Lumberton has scored 3 runs in the inning. But let's go back a bit. Texas scored the first run of the game. Center Texas, after Danny Gonzalez singled with 1 out, Dallas Whiteside singled in the run, scoring Gonzalez on a base hit to center field in the first to give Center Texas a 1-0 lead. Lumberton answered, though, in the bottom of the first inning after the first out and what appeared to be the second out on a fly ball out to right field by Tata Stocks, it was ruled there was catcher's interference. So Stocks reached the bag at first with one out. Then Chandler Maynor reached on an error, a throwing error by the pitcher, and actually that allowed the run to score. That was the first run for Lumberton. That would be the only run of the inning, and we were tied at 1 heading to the top of the second. Texas was retired in order in the second, including a couple of strikeouts by Caden Rebels, who has left the game. He pitched 2 1/3 to start the game, gave up just 1 run. In the bottom of the second, Lumberton took the lead. Caden Campbell reached on an infield hit, unofficially an infield hit, and he scored on a base hit to center field by David McLean. That made the score 2-1 Lumberton in the bottom of the second. So in the top of the third, Texas again went in order, 1, 2, 3. Chandler Maynor came in and pitched against Trent Jefferson and Bryson Dowling after Rebels retired the first out, 6-3, a ground out to short. Maynor strikes out the next 2 for another 1, 2, 3 inning. And then here in the bottom of the third inning, Raymond Sandoval led off with a walk. Austin Thorndike walked. Tata Stocks singled in a run. And as the batter, Rebels, takes this one. Actually, this is Moore, the batter now, with 1 out. But Maynor was the batter. A wild pitch scored Thorndike, and then a throwing error allowed 2 runs to score on the play. Thorndike scored on the wild pitch, and then Stock scored on the error. So 3 runs here in the third inning for Lumberton, and our score is 5-1. Would love to hear from you folks, at least if nothing else. Text me and let me know you can see the game. The shout-out number, area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs via text message to 352-258-8450. Again, we'd love to hear from you guys. And certainly let me know if you can see the game and hear the game now. I believe we have worked out our technical difficulties, and we are up and running here in the third inning. So thanks for your patience, but send me a text. Let me know that we're coming in loud and clear. 352 area code 258-8450. So the batter, Moore, Trayvon Moore, fouls this one back. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let me fix the scoreboard here. There is 1 out in the inning. As Wilburn from the stretch delivers, and it's fouled back again. Lance Wilburn is the starting pitcher for Texas. He's gone the distance so far. Moore struck out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Next pitch, fouled back again. So a good at bat here by Trayvon Moore as he keeps fouling off pitches. And that's in the dirt, a wild pitch. A runner's going to go to second. And now to third. The throw to third gets into left field and gets by him. Here comes the throw home. And again, an error has helped lead to another run as Maynor scores on the play to give Lumberton a 6-1 lead. Timeout called by Texas as they'll try to regroup here. But a couple of big errors have plated 2 runs. There's also been 3 walks in the inning. And those are the types of things that come back and haunt you. Walks and errors. And it's contributed to a 4-run third inning. And Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team, now with a 6-1 lead. Folks, we invite you to stick around after the game. We will have the elimination ceremony. There's our scoreboard. Hopefully you guys can see it now. We're going to have a new pitcher. New pitcher is number 7, Connor Henson. He will inherit a 3-2 count. Once again, we'd love to hear from you folks. Send us a shout out. Let us know that you're getting the game. 352 area code 258-8450. Send your shout out via text message. Just let me know if you guys are catching our game right now. 352 area code 258-8450. Moore will take ball 4. So the 4th walk of the inning will put a runner at first with 1 out for Karsten Phillips, the center fielder. He popped up to short his first time up. And this one reached down and lifted into right field and past the right fielder. Everybody's going to be safe. Runners at first and second for Sean Henderson, starting first baseman. Swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike 1. Next pitch, that one's popped up deep to center field, but playable. And the catch will be made. The throw goes to third, over the head of the third baseman. So both runners are up a base. That is the second out of the inning. Moore to third base, Phillips to second. But again, 2 outs now for the number 8 hitter in the order.
Computer out to bring this one to you. Hold on to it just in case. Right now it shows that I am.
Thank you. Jason Thompson, my thanks to him. He went to grab another computer for me in case it was the computer that was having an issue. But we are up and running according to what I'm showing here. Caden Campbell, the batter. And that pitch, well, called a strike. A little up and in, but strike was called, and the count 1-1. 2 outs, 2 on, 4 runs in here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Lumberton, the host team here in North Carolina. An elimination game between North Carolina and Texas. Count now 2-1 to Campbell. Okay. Got a shout out. That's good news. This one's fouled off. Evens the count at 2-2. Let me see if this person can see the game, because I got a shout out that says, "Go Lumberton. Thanks, JockJive, for the coverage." Swing and a miss, and Campbell is out on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. That will do it for Lumberton here in the 3rd inning, but what an inning. 4 runs come across the plate. And it's now a 5-run advantage for the host team, Lumberton. North Carolina 6, Center, Texas 1, as we head to the 4th inning here in Lumberton, North Carolina.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Mike Rideout back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. And I've got clarification about the broadcast. Someone says beautiful, clear picture, audio good as well. So thank you for that. And we're glad that you guys have enjoyed our coverage. And person says, no problem. We've enjoyed the event being here in Lumberton. So thank you, guys. We appreciate it. We've had a fun time here, too. I was here last week for the Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series. And glad to be back. Kind of moving around. I've done now majors. I'll do AAA today, and I did Ozone yesterday, so I'm kind of moving around to the different tournaments and enjoying my stay here the second week. Although I did make a trip back to Gainesville, Florida on Tuesday and then came back on Friday. Not too bad of a drive from Gainesville, Florida, about 6.5 hours. By the way, your umpires for today, Damian Hopkins is behind the plate. Mike Caminita is at first base. Steve Martis is at third. Or second, rather, and Dennis McDaniel is at third. We have 4 umpires for this game as we begin the top of the 4th inning. Top of the order for Texas, Lance Wilburn leading it off. He grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch is a ball. The second pitch also called a ball outside, and the count 2-0. So once again, folks, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out via text message, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Chandler Maynor, in relief of starting pitcher Caden Revels, has fallen behind in the count 3-0. Game scheduled for 6. We're in the top of the 4th. The 3-0 pitch, that's called a strike, 3-1. And another shout out. Let's see what this says here. As that one's in there for a strike. We can see the game with good sound, and the scoreboard is working now. Thanks, JockJive. Let's go Lumberton. All right, fantastic, guys. Here we go. I'm sorry that we missed half of it, but at least we're going to get the second half, as that misses for ball 4, and you'll also get the award ceremony. So I went in, deleted some files, restarted the computer. I did everything I could to try and troubleshoot, and I think we're okay for now. There were a lot of old files I noticed on this computer, so that may have had something to do with it, but I also got an internet notification, so who knows? It could, like I said, troubleshooting, doing the best I could to figure out what might be wrong. So thank you guys again. I appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to view the game. This one hit to left field and caught. Line drive out. Danny Gonzalez put a good bat on the ball. He singled his first time up and scored in the first inning, but this one caught out in left field for the first out of the inning. Solid hit, but one away. And again, if you're just tuning in, let me recap where we're at. Our score is 6-1. Lumberton out in front, the host team, Lumberton, North Carolina, with 4 runs in the third inning to take a 6-1 lead. Connor Henson, the batter, he'll take this one low. It's under the glove of the catcher. The throw to second, not in time. So Wilburn gets into scoring position with 1 out. Henson walked his first time up. Center Texas took an early 1-0 lead, so it's 6 unanswered runs. Texas with a run in the first. Lumberton with a run in the bottom of the first inning on an error as Tata Stocks scored. Lumberton had a run in the second on an RBI single by David McLean, scoring Caden Campbell. Right now, that's the game-winning hit. This one popped up into center field. This is playable. The catch will be made. Runner tagging and going to third. The throw to third is not in time, and that's your second out of the inning. So Texas trying to plate another run, but now 2 outs for the cleanup hitter, Jackson Parker. So after Lumberton took a 2-1 lead, they exploded for 4 runs in the third inning. There were 4 walks in the inning. Ramon Sandoval and Austin Thorndike, the 12-1 hitters, led off with back-to-back walks. Tata Stocks singled in a run. And then with Chatler Maynor at the plate, there was a wild pitch that scored 1 run. The throw home got away. That scored the other run. And then Trayvon Moore walked, and there was another error on the plate that scored another run. So 4 runs came across the plate in that third inning for Lumberton. 6-1, our score. This one is fouled off, out of play. Another shout out. Thanks, JockJive, for the live broadcast. Let's go, Texas. We are cheering you on from home in center. Jennifer Jones. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Swing and a miss. Parker is out on strikes as Maynor gets him to chase one low and away. And that will do it for Center Texas here in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left down at third base. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It remains 6-1. Lumberton, North Carolina, right here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
Mike Rideout back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. It is a warm day. Temperature up around 90 degrees. So let me check the current weather conditions now. Yeah, we're at 90 degrees right now at 10 minutes of 3 in the afternoon. And we are outside in the elements, very warm. I do have a final score to pass along. They have just completed a game in the majors. James Hardy calling the action for JockJive. And it's a final in 4 innings as Virginia has eliminated Arkansas by the final score of 12-2. So Virginia will stay alive. They will now play at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon on Field 2. Taking a look at the tournament so far, scores from yesterday, and we posted it on the JockJive Facebook page, so we hope that you'll like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Feel free to send your shout-outs and best wishes there, where we post scores of all the games, and we'll be continuing to do so throughout the tournament. But scores from yesterday in the Majors World Series, South Carolina 7, Tennessee 2. How about this one? In 7 innings, extra innings, Alabama 14, Mississippi 13. Also, Georgia defeated Lumberton, the host team, 16-4. North Carolina defeated Texas, 19-0 in 4. It was Louisiana 4, Virginia 0, and Florida shut out Arkansas in 4, 10-0. 3 elimination games today. This one, Virginia, which has just eliminated Arkansas, and then Tennessee, Mississippi, also underway over on field 2. As soon as I get a final for that one, we'll pass it along. And the winners bracket games today: South Carolina versus Alabama tonight, Georgia versus North Carolina at 5:45, and Louisiana and Florida coming up at 3:30. So you're caught up to date here in the Majors World Series. The first batter here in the bottom of the 4th for Lumberton, Jamar Richardson, as he fouls it back for strike 1. That one is taken low for a ball. Count evens at 1-1. Next pitch, a little bit high. Parker trying to bring it down, spot it. Instead, it's called a ball. Base is empty, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Lumberton. Well, Richardson chased one up high. That may have been called a strike. This home plate umpire strike zone has been a little bit bigger, and actually that was 2 strikes that he swung at, so that was strike 3. And Richardson is out on strikes for the first out of the inning. 1 out for David McLean. Actually, no, excuse me. We go top of the order. My apologies. We bat 1 through 12, and then we return to a 9-man rotation after that. So we've already batted 1 through 12. This is the leadoff hitter, Austin Thorndike. He has struck out and walked today. That one to the backstop, but base is empty, so no harm. Connor Henson in relief of starter Lance Wilburn came in the 3rd inning. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message, area code 352-258-8450. That one brushes him off the plate. Thorndike takes a ball. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, Lumberton, North Carolina with a 6-1 lead against Center, Texas. An elimination game here in the Majors World Series. Three and 1 now the count. And the 1-out pitch. That's up high, ball 4. Thorndike has walked for the 2nd time. That sends up Tata Stocks. Stocks singled in a run, part of a 4-run 3rd inning for Lumberton. He also reached on catcher's interference in the 1st and scored. And he hits this one down the line, but it's hooking just foul. The winner of this game will play Virginia. That game at 3:30 tomorrow on field 2. Next pitch outside for a ball. Runner going to go to second. The throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Thorndike. The 1-1 pitch. Stocks hits out on the left field, but a sliding catch made for the out. Good play out there in left field. That is Caden Dixon. He started in center field. And the 2nd out of the inning now. 2 outs. Runner at second. And Maynor lines it to second. It's caught. So Chandler Maynor is the 3rd out of the inning. Lumberton, for the first time today, fails to score. They had 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd. But despite not scoring, they'll head to the 5th with a 5-run lead. Our score after 4, Lumberton, North Carolina 6, Center, Texas 1. Back with more baseball here in North Carolina right after this on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
Welcome back to Lumberton, North Carolina. Having a good time here at the World Series. It's been a really busy summer for JockJive, but you know what? It's going to be an even busier fall. Probably not the frequency of games, but still nonetheless pretty busy. Coming this fall to JockJive.com, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are at JockJive Sports.
Leading off the Texas, top of the field, number 10, Dallas Whiteside.
Dallas Whiteside leads it off. Batters 5, 6, and 7. First pitch outside for ball 1. Sun has temporarily gone in behind the clouds, which will help cool things off a little bit. The wind blowing left to right here at the ballpark. Whiteside singled in the only run of the game back in the first inning for Texas. And that came with 2 outs. Next pitch, checks his swing, takes a ball, 2-1. Texas with 2 innings to work with. They need at least 5 runs. Facing elimination. Next pitch, checks swing. And the count now 3-1. That last one a ball. It did not make contact with a bat. The 3-1 pitch popped up, but out of play. Actually, it hit the top of the net and bounced back in the field of play. Foul ball, the count full now. 3-2. Colby Lout on deck. The 3-2 pitch, ground ball to first. But Henderson is there. He'll go to the bag and record the out. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. 1 out for Colby Lout, who struck out his first at bat back in the first.
Now batting, number 0, Colby Lout.
First pitch, trying to bunt it. He offered at it and missed it for strike 1. Top of the 5th. 6-1 Lumberton, North Carolina, leading Center, Texas. This is an elimination game in the Majors World Series. Hang around for the elimination ceremony. Swing and a miss by Lout for strike 2. Another shout out. Let's go Center from Penny Bird. Thank you, Penny. If you want to send a shout out, send it via text message. The number for this game, area code 352-258-8450. Lout swings and misses for strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. Maynard came in the 3rd inning and really has done a pretty good job. He has already struck out 4. Maynard came in and struck out the last 2 in the 3rd inning. Struck out a batter in the 4th, and he strikes out 1 here in the 5th. Zane Hinnigan, the batter. And he'll take strike one. Next pitch, a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty for Center Texas here in the top of the 5th inning. They need 5 runs to tie. Still 1 more inning to work with. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Another shout out, go Team Lumberton. If you want to send a shout out, send it via text message. 352-258-8450. Called strike 3. Hinnigan caught looking. He thought it was a little bit low, but that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And Maynard gets 2 more strikeouts here in the 5th inning. A 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Lumberton will look for some insurance. Sending up 4, 5, and 6 when we come back. Lumberton, North Carolina leads it by 5, 6-1.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
Another shout out at 352-258-8450. Go Team Lumberton from Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Lumberton will send up batters 4, 5, and 6 against right-hander Connor Henson. Henson came in relief last inning. Caden Revels will lead it off. This tournament will run through Thursday. With a majors game scheduled for 11 a.m. on Thursday and an if necessary game at 7 p.m. Still probably too early to try and figure out, which team might have a chance to go unbeaten or to win the tournament, really, for that matter, as we still have 3 winners bracket games to get to. We may have a better gauge after those games, but certainly after a Monday game, I would think we may have an answer, although that Louisiana-Florida winner today will get a bye and won't play till Tuesday. So maybe Tuesday before we can really kind of gauge things. That ball lifted just beyond the reach of the shortstop into left field for a base hit, a leadoff single for Caden Revels. That will send up Trayvon Moore. Struck out and walked. Moore, the number 5 hitter in the order. And he bounces this one foul over to third. Not much wind to speak of right now. We did have a little bit of a breeze earlier. The sun is back out. It's a warm day. As I mentioned, 90 degrees here on this Sunday in North Carolina. That one lined into right field. That is a base hit. Rounding second, Revels on his way to third. He's going to slide in safely, and runners are on the corners for Lumberton. First hit for Trayvon Moore. And Lumberton threatening again. Nobody out for Carson Phillips, the center fielder, starting center fielder. He has popped up to short, also reached on an error by the right fielder. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Runner going to second, but no throw down, so Moore now at second. You hear the coach say, Infield play at one. No force now at second. Next pitch, a little bit high. Parker trying to bring it down, but it's a ball. Timeout called as Texas sends some players down to the bullpen. Next pitch to Phillips. Let's take it outside for a ball. Looks like a right-hander that's about to start warming up, has yet to begin warming up for Texas. Two and one the count. Still nobody out. Back to your shout-outs. Way to go, Carson Phillips. Here's a wild pitch. The runner's going to score. Make sure, folks, when you send your shout-out, not only who's it to, but who's it from. So that way when the players go back and watch the game, they'll know who sent the shout-out. So if you want to send it again, send that one again. Who's the shout-out to and who's it from? And then I always like to know where you guys are watching the game. Also on the play, Moore went to third base. Another shout out. Good job, Caden. That's from Jackson. That's in there for a strike. The pitcher warming up is number 3, Tayton Benefit. Full count. The 3-2 pitch. That one is lined into right field for a base hit. Moore will score easily. It's an RBI single for Carson Phillips. 2 runs have scored in the inning, and it's now 8-1. Well, 3 more runs in this inning would end it via the mercy rule. Texas needs some outs. Sean Henderson, the batter. Last time up, he flew out to center. Popped up, but this one actually going to get, I think it may have gotten caught up on top of the net. Another shout out, go Lumberton, go Sean Henderson, number 99 from Aaron, Tyler, Lane, Coach Allen, Angie. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Once again, our shout out number, send your shout outs via text message, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Next one in there, a strike to Henderson. Phillips at first base. He just drove in a run. 2 runs have scored here in the 5th for Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team trying to stay alive in the Majors World Series. Good pitch, though, from Henson on the changeup. It swung on and missed, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 10, Landon Clare.
1 out. For number 10, Landon Clear. Timeout called by Texas. Well, that's going to be it for Connor Henson. They'll make a pitching change. Another shout out, good job to Lumberton's Carson Phillips from your family at Holden Beach. We're so proud of you. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Once again, our shout-out number. Send your shout-outs via text message, area code 352-258-8450. Looks like they're going to give Tayton Benefit some work now. Although the catcher taking off his gear, I'm not sure where he will end up. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lumberton with an 8-1 lead. So Benefit, the 3rd pitcher used today by Texas. We'll let him continue his warm-up tosses. We'll take a break. More baseball. coming your way here on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Well, Connor Henson, who was pitching, is now catching. And again, the new pitcher is number 3, Tayton Benefit. He will face Landon Clear, number 10. Lumberton looking to extend the lead. It's 8-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Game scheduled for 6. Don't forget to hang around for the award ceremony right after the game. First pitch is high for ball 1. Runner going to second. The throw to second gets into center field. However, it's backed up on the play, keeping Phillips at second. This pitch inside, called a strike. Next pitch, there for strike 2. Tayton Benefit looking for his first strikeout of the game. 1 out with a runner at second. 8-1. Lumberton, North Carolina leads it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clear steps back in, and the pitch foul tip for strike 3. Two gone for Ramon Sandoval. Back-to-back strikeouts for Texas pitching. First pitch, that one is hit out of play, left side, foul ball. Top of the order on deck. Next pitch up high for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. We'll have 3 teams eliminated today. This one's fouled back. Also, Tennessee-Mississippi game underway. The winner of that one, or excuse me, the loser of that one is eliminated. Already Arkansas has been eliminated by Virginia 12-2. And the loser of this one will be eliminated as well. That one called a ball to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ramon Sandoval. Three-two pitch. Good pitch by Benefit. He kept it low, and Sandoval not able to connect. Back-to-back strikeouts for Benefit coming in to shut him down. Lumberton does get some insurance, though. 2 runs will score for Lumberton, North Carolina. We'll head to the final inning of play with our score, Lumberton, North Carolina 8, Center, Texas 1, right here on JockJive.com.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
New pitcher on the mound for Lumberton, North Carolina, as we begin the top of the 6th inning. It's number 4, Tata Stocks. He will face batters 8, 9, and 1. Center Texas down to their final 3 outs in this tournament. Just the second at-bat of the game for Dixon. Struck out his first at-bat. First pitch of the inning. Ripped foul to the backstop. Well, Texas needs 7 runs to keep this thing going. Texas trying to get a little chatter going. You know, it's that old chant, everybody hits, everybody scores. That's what they need here in the 6th inning. It's possible. You got 3 outs to work with. But you need base runners. They haven't had a lot of those, really, since the first inning. That's in there for a strike. Dixon now behind in the count, 1-2. They put 4 on base in the first inning. And since then, they've only put 1 on base. That was Lance Wilburn, who walked to lead off the 4th, but was left stranded at 3rd. This one hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. There's that noise from Texas. That will help. That's their first hit since the first inning. Caden Rebels, Chandler Maynor have both kind of combined to shut them down. Tayton Benefit, the batter. He'll take a strike. Runner at first with nobody out for Texas here in the top of the 6th inning. Timeout called as Dixon ties his shoe at first base. Next pitch. Taking low for a ball. Well, after this game, we'll switch to the AAA tournament on this field. Swing and a miss by Benefit. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. That's a wild pitch. That will get the runner to second. And the count evens at 2-2. Lance Wilburn awaits on deck as we return to the top of the lineup. Benefit takes that inside and brushed him off the plate, and that's ball 3, full count. Well, the walk here would make things interesting. Certainly would help the confidence of this team a little bit if they could put a couple of guys on base. The 3-2 pitch. Well, strike 3 was called on the inside corner. Big strikeout for Tata Stocks. That is the first out of the inning. 1 out, 1 on for Lance Wilburn. Wilburn has grounded out to second and walked today. First pitch from the right-hander to the right-hander. That is called a strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 pitch. Wild pitch. That's going to get Dixon down to third. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at third. Top of the 6th. Texas down to their final 2 outs. They trail by 7. And another wild pitch. The runner's coming home, and he'll slide in safely. Texas gets a run to make it 8-2. There comes the 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball, 2-2. So we're scoring now 8-2 here in the top of the 6th. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Wilburn out on strikes for the second out, and now Texas down to their final out in the tournament. The chant 2-out rally. As the first pitch brushes Gonzalez off the plate. Gonzalez 1 for 2 on the day. He singled and scored back in the first inning. Center Texas had an early 1-0 lead, but then 6 unanswered runs by Lumberton, including 4 in the third inning, put this game a little bit out of reach. 2 strikes on the batter, Gonzalez. Stocks looks to strike out the side here in the 6th. His 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Lumberton, North Carolina, stays alive in the Majors World Series. Lumberton gets the victory by the final score of 8-2. Congratulations to Lumberton, and certainly congratulations to Texas. They had a great year. They just come up a little bit short here in the World Series. We'll turn it over to our public address announcer for the award ceremony, as Texas has been eliminated from further play here in the World Series. And again, we wish them safe travels home. Also a score to pass along. Final score, Mississippi 6, Tennessee nothing in the majors. Tennessee has been eliminated as well.
Texas, please line up on your foul line. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? After this round of play, the champions of the state of Texas have been eliminated from the Dixie Youth Majors World Series here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Texas came to this tournament as a champion, and they will leave as champions. We've enjoyed having them here this week in this tournament, and we ask that they go now to the outfield fence and bring back their state flag and line back up along the foul line to receive your awards. Will you please join me and give them a great round of applause for their play here this week? At this time, I'd like to announce Dixie Youth officials who are here to present the awards. Texas State Director Bill Sanders, National Directors Tom Brown, Terry B., Jason Mitchell, District Director Jeff Post from District 5, and from District 3, Director Chris Bates. Now, as I call your name, would you please step forward to receive your award? Number 11, Lance Wilburn. If anyone from Texas would like to come inside the fence to take pictures, that would be allowed from behind home plate. We're going to pause for 1 second while the families come inside and take pictures.
Hey guys, we have a live camera here, so you can just kind of stand inside.
Number 9, Danny Gonzalez.
Now, guys, we have a live camera. Thank you.
Number 7, Connor Vincent.
Sir, sir, we have a live camera. Thank you.
Number 4, Jackson Parker. Number 10, Dallas Whiteside.
They're both kind of outstanding. They start with them. Virginia here, start 5 Virginia, and they play Biloxi or Mississippi, East 5. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay.
Number 0, Colby Lout. Number 18, Zane Hennigan. Number 2, Aiden Dixon. Number 3, Peyton Benefit. Number 5, DeBraylon Moore. Number 8, Trent Jefferson.
Oh, they want to do it.
Number 6, Bryson Dowling.
Yes, they did. Sorry.
Coach Steve Hennigan.
That's right now? Or? Yeah, I mean, I deleted one of these. And then it worked? Yeah. Mine would never come out.
Coach Wendy Wilbur.
Well, I went in and looked, and he had deleted everything until 2018, so we've done all that. So, I don't know if it helps him. Oh, it doesn't help, but I don't think that's it.
Coach Shane Whiteside.
But I mean, so
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the champions from the state of Texas another round of applause for their play here this week. We wish them a safe trip home, continued success in athletics and in life.
All right, that's going to do it for our coverage. Once again, the final score. Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team, stays alive here in the Majors World Series. They eliminate Center Texas. Final score once again, Lumberton 8, Texas 2. That's going to conclude our coverage in this game. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks again for your patience. I know we had technical issues early in the game. Glad that we got them worked out so we could bring you the end of the game. And again, Lumberton advancing, staying alive in the tournament. And Lumberton will now play tomorrow at 3:30 on Field 2 against Virginia, which eliminated Arkansas 12-2 in 4. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long for now. Good afternoon and God bless.